You do it with curls though, because
I
really
can, I can, I can do it with the curls. I can do it. Good morning, pros. Crystal here from Elite Hair Care USA. I hope everybody's having a happy Friday. So today we are in the salon with the famous Nicole. Y'all say hey. Everybody just knows Nicole. It's not even a surprise. Everybody is aware of who my good girl is. Y'all see this hair? Y'all see how healthy her hair is? Nicole's hair has literally been, we've done so much to her hair, and the fact that she is still just super healthy no matter what. Like, this is the hair that we want right there. It's right here. Don't see that? And Nicole was relaxed for many, many, many years. So to see that she is now, in such a healthy space with her hair, it's just like, yes, come through the oh my God. But we're going to do a textured press today. And when we say textured press, that means that we're going to silk press her and curl her all in the same sentence. Okay? So let me just go over a couple things while everybody's coming in. Let's go over to the shampoo bowl. So today we have a flash sale going on. And let me just say it out loud because I don't want anyone to say, oh, you didn't tell me. So over on my TikTok, we're doing 30% off all of our Elite Hair Care bundles and products. And no code is needed. It's already marked down, so you don't even have to use a code. Hold on, Nicole. Let me get you a towel for your back. You don't even have to use a code. So you guys definitely make sure you take advantage of that. Everything is already there. And then for my YT family, my YT family, you guys who are over on the Yellow Brick Road, that's what we call it, over on the Yellow Brick Road, you guys get a special promo where anything over $100 is 40% off. So any order over $100 is 40% off, and then anything $99 or less is 20% off. So today is the day for those of you who have been waiting and wanting to get your hair in order, and maybe you've been balling on a budget. It's okay. I got it. We always have something for everybody, right? So today is your day to take advantage of all of our Elite Hair Care products. And I'm also going to show you guys how I care for Nicole's hair. This great density, this great length, this great volume, this great everything. And how strong and healthy her hair is. And Nicole does braids. So we'll do seasons of braids for the summer. She usually does braids in the summer. Yeah. And then if she's going on, some long-term astronomical trip to Antarctica or Guam or something like that, we'll do it then too. Nicole's had tape-in strips. She's had her first sew-in. She had an invisible ponytail that we will never, ever do again. Ever, 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 ever. She's had it all, you guys. And look at her hair. Strong, healthy. You know why? Because she's consistent with her hair care. She takes very good care of her hair outside of the salon. She put any heat. No, unless she's getting it done in the salon, she's not gonna touch it. Yeah. She'll wash her hair. She makes sure that she's doing all of her home treatment, and she's also one of those people that she pays attention to her hair and what it's doing at all times. She can literally tell me when and what every time, every single time. So we're going to be doing a silk press on her today, but I'm going to take this silk press up one notch, and we're actually going to be using a combination of our Mended collection and our African Goddess Peptide recovery system. So you guys will get to see what both sides can do and how you're able to do this at home as well, for those of you that might not be able to get into the salon. Good morning. All right, so first things first, we're going to cleanse her hair and her scalp. Are you itchy, Nicole? Always. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use our Soothe and Balance pre-poo and pre-treatment. If I can find it. I think I left it over here. Oh, I did. Okay. So I'm going to use our Soothe and Balance pre-poo and pre-treatment as a part of her clarifying. But this is also going to be a combo where I'm going to add some of our Elite Clarify as well. So we're going to do what we call a soothing cleanser. Okay, this is for those of you that have that dry, itchy scalp, or maybe you're just really itchy and you need to, take it up a notch to soothe that itch, but also help to reduce a lot of the inflammation in the hair. So that is why you guys saw me put the Soothe and Balance on her first, and I combined that with the Elite Clarify.
It smells good.
Thank you. She said it smells good. Now she has a lot of density, okay? So when you have a lot of density, when you go to put your shampoos on, you kind of have to do it in stages. So you'll start with the front, you'll distribute that, and then you'll spread the hair, and then you'll go inside, okay? Now if you notice that you have more concentrated shampoo in the front, just add a little bit of water so that you can spread it out, okay? That doesn't mean to run and go and add more shampoo or more conditioner. That just means that you need to distribute it better. And sometimes just adding a little bit of water just to break it down a little bit is going to be beneficial. Okay, so we're going to give her a really good scrub, make sure that we get that scalp nice and clean, and at the same time we're getting rid of all of that itchiness, that inflammation, and getting her prepared for her treatment shampoo, which is going to be the Mended shampoo cocktailed with the African Goddess.
It's like tingling.
It's tingly.
So
she says it's tingly. So this right now, when I tell you that my sinuses are open,
yeah,
because the Soothe and Balance is so minty, right? So the Soothe and Balance, it has zinc. That zinc is going to help with that blood flow, that circulation. It also has peppermint essential oils and tea tree essential oils. And then we also use a very mild amount of menthol crystals just to add that cool sensation and help to really reduce that inflammation at the scalp level. So if you're one of those people who have dry, itchy scalp, maybe you have a lot of scalp congestion, dandruff, dermatitis, the Soothe and Balance is going to be your go-to. How you feel now?
Yeah, it's amazing.
The itchiness is gone?
And it's just so
cool and tingly.
Different sea breeze, like
yes.
Like that.
The original sea breeze. The new sea breeze, they put all these scents and stuff in it. But yeah, I remember that. That's really what the what's the word I'm looking for? When you say that's what motivated me to go towards Soothe and Balance. Yeah, because I used to use that a lot in school. That was the astringent that we had.
Like if you had a relaxer and you had a little burn or something.
Yep, you would use that.
Because it only had like 2 ingredients. Now it has, like you said,
a million.
So
that's what kind of just made me really create the Soothe and Balance, because I used to I made my own concoctions in school, and I would make my own concoctions for clients when they were itchy. And I said, you know what? I need to make a product that not only is going to help with the itchiness, but it's also going to be a benefit to the hair and the scalp. And that's how I came up with the Soothe and Balance. That's crazy that you said it, because most people do not remember that.
That used to be the go-to.
So you guys, just a reminder, the flash sale is going on right now. For my TikTok family, everything is 30% off. So you guys go and check out our TikTok shop. What you see on the screen right now, that is our length retention and breakage control system. That is going to be the system for those of you that are dealing with a lot of shedding, a lot of thinning. You know, you're just not taking care of your hair the way that you should. That's going to be your go-to system. And then, of course, for my Yellow Brick Road family, my Y family, you guys don't forget that every purchase $100 or more, you get 40% off. That applies automatically. And then anything $99 or less is 20% off using code FLASH2020. So everybody gets something. Everybody gets a chance to get everything that you need today. Today is the day. Stop waiting. Don't wait. Waiting is a form of procrastination. All right. So we're going to use our Mended Frizz Control and Split-In Control shampoo. If I can find it. It's like literally hiding its face over here. There we go. So we're going to use our Mended Frizz Control and Humidity Control shampoo. I'm going to cocktail this with our African Goddess Peptide shampoo and cleanser. So now we're creating not only just split end control, frizz control, humidity control, but we're also introducing peptides to help strengthen the follicle itself, strengthen the scalp, put some molecular strength back into the hair. So the African Goddess is going to be your go-to if you have a lot of thin hair, you have damaged hair, a lot of shedding, a lot of inflammation. And then the Mended is going to be your go-to if you want to get that hair nice and smooth and silky. And this is not a smoothing treatment. This is just an advanced style silk press system.
So it's good if you're getting silk presses.
Yep. Nicole asked a great question. She says, "So it's good when it's good for when you're getting silk presses?" Yes, because one, I'm doing what I'm doing first is I'm definitely making sure I'm taking care of the frizz and the humidity. I'm helping to mend those split ends temporarily. That's what makes the hair nice and smooth. And then the African Goddess is our peptide recovery system. So I'm introducing copper peptides as well. That's going to help with the hair strength. And when you're doing silk pressing, remember, you're trying to not alter the bond in the hair. You're really just trying to give a temporary straightening, but you also want to make sure that you're protecting the hair as well. So as you guys are coming in, go ahead and don't forget to double tap that screen, please. You guys know I only ask you to do 4 things. Number 1, double tap the screen when you first come in. 2, share the live by clicking that little arrow. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. 3, make sure that you follow and subscribe. Follow and subscribe. And number 4, if we recommend any products for you, you ask any questions about hair care, and I recommend any products for you, please, please, please support the brand, add it to your cart, and get checked out. Don't sit and wait. Don't procrastinate. Don't make your hair become an emergency when you could have had it in a place where it wasn't an emergency and you just did what you needed to do. You guys know my saying, the hair will whisper before it screams. And I say that all the time. It will whisper to you, hey, you might want to start taking better care of me. And then now it's an emergency. So now it's screaming. And you're now treating it as an emergency when you could have been what? Taking care of it from the beginning. Prevention is always going to be better than cure. All right, so I'm using warm water to rinse her, which whenever you are doing your shampoo service, unless specified or unless you're trying to extract excess oils from the hair, you're going to use warm water. Okay, warm water is when we're shampooing. Now, who can tell me in the chat? I want you guys to type in the chat. When do you actually use cold water? At what phase do you use the cold water? Let's see who knows. Let's see who's been really taking care of their hair. When do you use the cold water? At the last rinse? Yes, the last rinse of what? To wash out your conditioner. Good job, you guys. Yes, cold water is when you are rinsing out your conditioner. Exactly. So proud. I'm a proud parent here. Now, since you know when to rinse out the conditioner with cold water, right? What does the cold water do to the hair? You guys tell me, what does the cold water do to the hair? What are some things that the cold water helps with? Which is why we rinse with cold water when we are using our Elite Hair Care Conditioner. What does it do? While you guys are answering that, I'm going to use some more for our second shampoo of our Sacred Hair and Scalp Cleanser. And then I'm still going to add a little bit of the Mended Frizz Control and Humidity Control Shampoo, which is a part of the Silk Press system. All right, I see you guys typing. So it seals in the moisture, locks in the moisture, seals the cuticle. Absolutely, that's good. Anything else? There's 2 more things that it does. Closes the follicle. Okay, we got that. Yep. So we have that it seals in the moisture. It closes the cuticle. What's the other 2 things that it does? Adds shine. Good job. It helps to add that natural luster back into the hair. Good job. Yes, Rebecca, you are correct. Add shine. And then what is the final thing that it helps with? This is the one that most people forget. After you've done that amazing conditioner, you detangled the hair with the conditioner in, you sat under your dryer, you've now rinsed it with cold water. What does that cold water help with so that the hair does not do this again? Eliminates tangles. Come on, y'all. Look at y'all just being super, super duper hair care specialists. Look at you guys being hair care pros. I love that. Yes, so using cold water when you're rinsing out your Elite Hair Care Conditioner is going to help to, number one, seal the cuticle, lock in the moisture. That's number two. Number three, it helps to keep that natural luster that the hair has. And number four, it helps to keep the hair from retangling after you've detangled. Okay, so whenever you are doing your conditioner rinses, I always recommend your final rinse to be cold water. As uncomfortable as it is so beneficial for the hair. No one likes it. I'm lying. My clients who have hot flashes love it.
I'm about to say,
The hot flash clients, they love it.
I love it. Sometimes
Yeah.
I hate it.
My mature people, they love it. Right? I don't like to say the other way. My mature people,
Thank you.
they love the cold water rinse.
Oh, God.
But the people who are not super mature just yet, might be a little childish in the mind too, we hate it.
And I will say tender-headed people like myself love it. 'Cause it's almost like an ice pack on the...
Oh my gosh. See, I never thought of that. She's like tender-headed people. It's like an ice pack on their head. That is crazy. That is crazy.
It feels good.
That is crazy.
Oh, God.
How long should a conditioner or deep conditioner treatment sit on the hair? I usually say between 15 and 30 minutes. You really you don't want to go over 30 minutes because at that point it's just starting to build up on the cuticle. But that's a really good question because there's some people who like to do their conditioning all day, all night. And they don't understand that you're really causing product buildup and that causes dehydration. All right, so we just finished rinsing our shampoos. You want to make sure that you rinse thoroughly whenever you rinse your shampoos out. This is not the time for you to leave any product behind. That too can cause dehydration and breakage, which is the reason why some of you are dealing with the issues that you're dealing with right now. Now, I want you guys to look at her hair. Since using the Soothe and Balance, since using the Mended shampoo and the African Goddess shampoo, if you haven't noticed, the hair is just kind of laying a lot smoother. While she has not lost a curl pattern or anything, because you're not supposed to, this is not a smoothing treatment, but I want you guys to see how her hair has just kind of just laid a lot smoother than when we started. That's exactly what the Mended collection is for. Frizz control, humidity control, and also to help mend a lot of those split ends. Sit up for a moment. So we're actually going to be doing a trim for her today, but that doesn't say that we shouldn't be taking care of her ends in the process. Let's say you weren't going to be getting a trim today, then what would you do? Right? You want your hair to be nice and smooth. You want your hair to be healthy. So we have everything that you need to make sure that you're taking care of your hair at all times, from thinning, shedding, breaking, dehydration, lack of hair, just things that you just really didn't put your hair as a priority. We all do it. We have times in life when the hair is the last thing we care about. So what I'm doing right now is I'm towel drying her because I'm going to do a deep conditioning treatment on her. So we're going to do a cocktail deep conditioning treatment where I'm going to use our Mended mask. That's a part of the split end kit, the silk press kit. But I'm going to also use our peptide advanced follicle repair mask that we just released last week. Okay, so we're gonna do a combo mask. I like to call these power masks, okay? Because I'm doing a cocktail that you would not traditionally see. I'm doing one is for the frizz control, one is for the humidity control and the health of the hair. The other is going to help with the molecular structure of the hair. It's gonna help to keep that hair nice and strong. It's gonna also help to keep those roots nice and strong. And if you know anything about peptides, Peptides work to put the hair back into the growth cycle, okay? A lot of you are going through the 3 phases of hair growth so fast that you're shedding and thinning faster than it's growing. So the hair is growing, but it's growing and breaking, or it's growing and shedding faster than it should. So this is the reason why you want to make sure that you're doing your deep conditioning treatments. This is also why you want to make sure that you have the right products for the right hair. Okay? The right products for the right hair. Hey Star, so the flash sale is 40% off any orders $100 or more, and then 20% off for orders $99 or less using code FLASH2020. Okay, so for the 40% off, you don't need a code. For anything under $99, you do need the code. For my TikTok family, you guys get 30% off while the live is on. So please, don't wait. If there's any of the Elite Hair Care products that you've been eyeballing, now is the time for you to grab them. Okay, now is the time for you to grab them. They're 30% off. Stop holding them in your cart. Stop being a window shopper. Go ahead and get checked out so that you don't miss out on the live promo. So what I'm doing right now is I am detangling her, and I'm gonna rope twist her and put her in a processing cap, and she's gonna go under the dryer. Now, what is this for? Why am I doing this? One, she is low porosity. Okay, so low porosity hair, in order for it to feel moisturized, for those of you that have had the complaint of dehydration, this is how you handle dehydration. Okay, you want to make sure that you detangle the hair and put on a processing cap, or you can use a hair steamer, which right now we're working on our own hair steamer, a portable hair steamer for you guys to use at home. But you want to make sure that you rope twist that hair to keep it from retangling. But this is also telling the hair, hey, I'd like for you to get a lot smoother. I don't want to alter my curl pattern, but I am going to be doing something to you, and I want to make it easier for you and me. But I also want you to know I'm training you because I'm going to be wearing my hair straight for a little bit. And when I say a little bit, it might be a week, it might be 2 weeks, it might be 3 weeks. Okay, and then we're going to be able to rinse this hair, do our wash day, and go back to our natural curl pattern. But you're going to have a lot less frizz, a lot less humidity. Florida, our humidity is super disrespectful. Our weather is just super disrespectful, but neither here nor there. So if you're having like the humidity issue, if you're in one of those humid states like Florida or any one of the other states where you have a lot of frizzing, that is where our silk press kit is going to come in. That is the system that is going to help with any frizz control, humidity control, and also to help mend those split ends. Now the cocktail that I did, which is the super mask, that you're going to be using for those of you that, you know, your hair needs a little bit more TLC. Your hair needs some molecular change. It needs some more strength. You know, maybe you haven't been doing your absolute best, or maybe you've just been using the wrong stuff and your hair just hasn't responded the way that you would like it to. You don't feel moisturized. You don't feel hydrated. You know, your hair feels weak. Or if you're one of those people who has hormonal imbalance, that is when you're going to get into the peptide therapy. That system is designed for people like yourself. That is what the system is designed for. It's designed to really help to bring the hair back into the molecular strength, the molecular structure that it was built as in the original times. Not what you did Tuesday, not what you did Thursday. We're repairing the hair from the inside out. So I like to just distribute the hair into like 4 sections. If you have a lot more density than Nicole, God bless you, because baby, I know you're struggling. But I like to make sure that I kind of part the hair out and detangle, and I rope twist every section, because the worst thing that you can do is do all of this work and then you don't detangle your hair, and now at the end you are detangling and breaking your hair off in the process. Okay, so I did put more than enough mask on the hair. And that's another great thing about Elite Hair Care products. It does not require a ton of product for you to have results. You want to make sure that when you are using our products, you use them in moderation, because a little goes a very long way. These are professional grade products. These are not your little retail shelf products that look great and smell nice, and then they put this little advertising on there that it has some Amazon rainforest grass on it. No, we're doing science changes here. We're doing professional hair care. Professional hair care is science-backed. And just so you know, my girl here is so tender-headed, but she's been with me for so long, she just kind of just holds it in. She holds it in so well. For, you know, it's always the tender-headed people who have the most hair. You know, they have the most hair. They have the most density, the most length. And here we are, half bald head, and we're just combing straight through it. It is always them. It is always them.
I haven't shedding.
You have some.
Not bad.
No, you got a good amount, but I think you'll be okay. It's not
like I'm shedding.
in stress.
Yeah, I'm living stress, girl.
That's all of it. I was just talking about that yesterday. That stress has been, this year, this time, like this last 2 years, it's been worse than any other time.
I mean, we're dealing with the news. We're dealing.
Yeah, we did. I feel like we're in COVID all over again, just without COVID.
Yeah.
The COVID is to payment anyway. Let's keep going. All right, so she's gonna go under the dryer for 15 minutes. Okay, so the dryer is warm. Oh, yes. The dryer is warm. Okay, processing caps are like $1, you guys, so you really have no reason to say that you don't have the tools to do a deep condition. Like, you never should have a reason to say you don't have the tools. So from her detangle, let me take everything out the comb so you guys can see. This is what came out through her entire detangle.
Oh, that's not bad.
See? This is what came out in the entire detangle, you guys. So most people be like, oh my gosh, she is so rough. Yeah, it appears that way. Yes, I can agree. I'm more heavy-handed than most, but baby, best believe when I'm taking care of my clients' hair, that doesn't show in the way that I detangle their hair. So it's still going to be detangled with the utmost professionalism. I'm very heavy-handed, but I have a technique to how I make sure that I don't cause more breakage for my clients. Being heavy-handed, I have better control. It took me years to understand how to have better control with my hands, especially when it comes on to my clients and their hair. So while I'm waiting on my client to process, if you guys have any hair care questions, you're not sure what products to use, you are welcome to ask in the chat. Literally just type it in the chat for me and I will point you in the right direction of what products you need. Keep in mind, you guys, that the flash sales are going on right now. My TikTok family, everything is 30% off. All the items have already been priced as marked. For my Y family, the Yellow Brick Road, everything is 40% off, over $100. As long as your order is over $100, no code is needed for that. Or if your order is $99 or less, use code FLASH2020 and you'll save 20%. What's good for hair when it's shedding? Oh, Miss G. So you are actually what you see right here pinned on the screen, the length retention and breakage control system. That's going to be your go-to for thinning and shedding. Okay, when we talk about shedding, the easiest way to remedy the hair when it's shedding is to do a professional grade protein treatment. I don't want you guys to get it mixed up with silk protein. I don't want you guys to get it mixed up with regular conditioner. A protein treatment, a true professional grade protein treatment, usually is a 2-part process, okay? I'm gonna put this right here.
Thank you.
It's a 2-step process, okay? Protein treatments are a 2-step process. That's how a professional protein treatment is done. Silk proteins don't do it. So Miss G, number 5 that you see right here on the screen, that is gonna be for you, honey. It comes with everything that you need to help to lessen and stop the shedding within the first 20 minutes of use, okay? So it comes with your Hair Repair 2.0 shampoo that has the biotin, that has Batana oil. For those of you that don't know anything about Batana oil is amazing for the hair and the skin. As per Dr. Sebi, which we all know who he is, he really brought our minds to understand that there is something out there for everything. And Batana oil was one of his contributing factors to it, which is how we decided to incorporate that into our hair repair system because we knew the great things that it could do. That system also has, thank you, Star. That system also comes with our Elite Clarify. It's going to help to cleanse the hair and the scalp. That's going to be your start point. You're going to cleanse the hair and the scalp first, okay? Then you'll do your hair repair shampoo. From there, you will go into your protein treatment, okay? So you'll go into the super protein. Let me show you guys exactly what I'm talking about so that you guys can visually understand what I'm saying. Let's see here. Hair repair shampoo. This one. Our Bio Deep Mask. Let me take that one out. Then we have our Hydro Strength Leave-In Spray, which is over there. And then the Elite Clarify. All right, so let me show you guys exactly what you get in that bundle. I have another leave-in spray here. I use it so much, I feel like I don't run out of it. Let me make sure. I shouldn't have. Here it is right here. Okay, I knew I wasn't crazy. All right, so the kit that I'm talking about, Miss G, it comes with the following plus some. All right, so you get the Elite Clarify, which I don't have it in my hand. I can't hold them all. You also get the Hair Repair 2.0 shampoo. Okay, you get the Hair Repair 2.0 shampoo. Then you get the Repair RX Super Protein Treatment. This is the Super Protein Treatment. This is what is going to help when we talk about the shedding, the thinning, and the breaking. All right. From there, you also get what you need to rehydrate the hair, which is our Bio Deep Fortifying Mask. Okay, this is a hair mask that you can use to, one, rehydrate your hair after a protein treatment, but two, it is also a deep conditioning mask that can be used all by itself. So you're not going to keep doing protein every wash day. You're going to do the protein treatments as needed when you are dealing with a lot of thinning and a lot of shedding. This is going to help to take care of that. The Bio Deep Mask, you can actually use this as a deep conditioning treatment on your wash days that you're not doing a protein treatment. Okay? Then, of course, after you're done with your protein treatment, you have to now put your insurance policy in place. Your insurance policy is always going to be your leave-in conditioner. Okay? So you get a bottle of the Hydro Strength Leave-In Conditioning Spray 2.0. Right? This is going to be your insurance policy at the end of your wash day. This is going to help to keep the hair conditioned, but also help with, one, heat protection, two, the luster in the hair, three, is going to help to keep the hair hydrated internally. The worst thing you can do is skip your leave-in conditioner on wash day, because if you do, and then you try to start using leave-in conditioner on days where the hair is dry, you're now dehydrating the hair rather than hydrating. This is going to ensure that the hair stays hydrated after your wash day is complete. Now, outside of this, you also get our Super G Vital Growth Serum, which is our saw palmetto extract serum that also has bioflavonoids. That serum is going to be your go-to if you're dealing with any form of CCCA, alopecia, you're dealing with a lot of thinning from the scalp itself. This is going to be your plant-based DHT blocker. It can be used on a daily basis. It is not an oil base. It is a water base. So it does not weigh the hair down, and it would be used at the scalp level. All of these items, including the Elite Clarify, come in our length retention and breakage control system. The system is built the way it is for you to be able to, one, take care of any breakage, thinning, and shedding, but two, also keep the hair nice and strong when you're not dealing with thinning, breaking, and shedding. So I hope I answered that question. I know I'm long-winded. I'm so sorry. That's just me. I can't chat. What if I chatting? Will your products work for gray or white hair? Absolutely. Absolutely. So none of our products have any form of staining effects. So if you have white or gray hair, you don't have to worry about any staining. The only thing that you want to make sure that you do add to your regimen if you have white or gray hair is a purple or violet colored shampoo. A violet shampoo or a purple toning shampoo. That is going to keep your gray and your white. It's going to keep it nice and pearly and also keep it from turning that yellow that happens from just the environment, that brownish brassiness that you get on gray or white hair. It also is going to help with that. So I always suggest you always have a violet toning shampoo if you are gray, silver, or white. All right, let me head over here. Let me see. I know I see a ton of questions. I want to go natural. How long does it take for perm to wear off? Okay, so first things first, you don't have a perm, you have a relaxer. Okay, you're welcome, Lizzie. You're welcome. You guys don't forget, before I answer the plus size queen, I love your name. Before I answer your question, let me just say I need everybody to stop what you're doing right now. If you haven't already done so, please do this. Double tap that screen at least 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can tap me in my face if you don't like me. It's fine. Okay? Just tap anyway. Number 2, if you haven't already followed or subscribed, please do that. Go ahead and hit that follow button. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That's what keeps my channel alive. Okay, that's what tells them, ooh, this girl over here needs to be amongst the echelons up there. She needs to be amongst all the big brands because she is a big brand. Wow, we didn't know that. Number 3, that little arrow that you see on the screen, click that arrow and hit the share button. It doesn't cost you anything. Share it to your family members. Share it to your friends. Share it to your coworker that you can't stand and her hair is always raggedy. Share it to her, okay? Don't feel bad. Say, hey, I was thinking about you and I saw this and I said this would be perfect for you. 1, she gonna think you like her, and 2, she gonna say, oh my gosh, she cares about me. And in your mind, you're like, I hate you, but okay. Okay, do something good for the people you don't like. Forgive, but don't forget. You see how that works? One hand wash the other, wash the face. All right, and number 4, if you ask me any hair care questions and I suggest or recommend anything, as long as it's within budget for you, please go ahead and add it to your cart and check out. We're running a great flash sale today. You don't get flash sales on the regular. If you guys have noticed, the flash sales have definitely slowed down, okay? So go ahead and make sure that you check out. Don't just add it to your cart. Don't just look at it. Don't be a procrastinator. Be a builder. Right? Builders don't wait on things. Builders have repetition, they have strategies, they have systems. Okay? Procrastinators and repeaters, you try to do one product at a time and then you start this process over every 30 days wondering why your hair is not getting any better. And then you have to be on live with people like me who is super sarcastic and loves to talk. Like, why would you want to do that? Why? All right. So the plus size queen, you're going natural. How long does it take a relaxer to wear off? Relaxers do not wear off, baby. Relaxers grow out. Relaxers are permanent alterations to the actual bond. A relaxer is made to break the bond. That is what makes the hair go straight. Once the bond is broken, the bond cannot be remended. It cannot be put back together. So that's why I tell people, when you're getting your silk presses and when you're doing your chemical services, make sure you go to someone that has common sense. And make sure you go to someone who understands hair care. Because that bond, once it breaks, it doesn't come back. So those of you who've gotten a silk press and you went to rinse your hair out and you noticed that you got straight pieces and you got curly pieces and you've washed your hair 10 times trying to figure out why my hair won't revert back, that is because the bond has been broken in certain areas and that bond does not repair itself. That bond is now permanently broken. So when you talk about relaxers and transitioning from relaxer, the only option to get the relaxer off the hair is to cut the hair that has the relaxer on it. That is also the reason why they came up with the term big chop, because it is a big chop. I never recommend you transition for more than a year either, because after that point, usually around month 6 to 8 to 12, you start noticing a lot of breaking, a lot of shedding, a lot of thinning. You start noticing that your length is getting shorter and shorter. Your hair is really suffering. If that is you, I'm also going to recommend that you have our length retention and breakage control system in your arsenal, because you need to make sure that you have the Band-Aid that's needed if you have this problem and that you're keeping the hair strong while you are trying to transition. Okay? So make sure that you have what you need on hand. Again, prevention is better than cure. And when you're transitioning, the hair is whispering. It's whispering from the moment that you stop giving it the relaxer that it needs to continue to thrive. And then it starts to scream when you ignore the fact that you still have relaxed hair on there, and that relaxed hair starts to scream and split and break, and it starts to take that healthy, natural hair with it. Okay? So don't be that person. Don't be that girl. If you were on my live yesterday, I gave you guys the story about my client who called the day before in complete crisis because she allowed the problem to really become an emergency. And now she's kind of looking like a Cynthia doll without even trying. And if you know anything about Cynthia, and you don't, I want you to Google Cynthia Rugrats and you'll see exactly what that hair looks like. And then you'll say, oh my God, I don't want to be that way.
That's me.
Oh.
I sent you something.
Okay.
But you don't do it now. I didn't want to interrupt. So
Okay, I'll look at it.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep going. You have to let your natural hair grow out, so as long as that takes. Yep, you are so correct. I haven't had a relaxer in 3 years. Okay. Can I use both masks on relaxed hair? So, and if you are doing a deep condition and you're relaxed, you can do a cocktail. Yes. So you'll have a small amount of one mask and small amount of the other, and you will rub or lather them together in your hands and then distribute that on the hair. Now, because you are relaxed, I don't recommend you being under the dryer for anything more than 15 minutes because that mask is heavy and you want to make sure that you don't weigh the hair down too much. You don't give the hair too much hydration, but you also don't give the hair way too much strength. You give it a good balance. So yes, you can use both. The good thing is our hair masks outside of the Moist Me 24 karat mask, they are designed for people who have fine, medium, or coarse textured hair. The Moist Me mask is great for those of you that have medium to coarse textured hair and you are low porosity because that's an ultra hydrating hair mask. Let's see. Do you have any products in the Birmingham, Alabama W's? No, we are still in onboarding. Onboarding is a long process. So we are not in the W's just yet. We're not in the W marts yet. We already got certified to be in them. We've already opened the door of our deal. We already signed our agreement. We just are not ready to move on yet. We still have to finish the onboarding process. We have to do classes. You got to do a lot of things for this process. When was the last time she detangled her hair? So Nicole, she detangles her hair the day before her appointment because she's so tender-headed that she wants to make sure that I'm not ripping it from her scalp like my son. She does exactly like her and Christian are the same. The crazy thing is she detangles it the day before, but because Nicole's curl pattern is the way it is and she has a lot of density, tangling is still the inevitable for her. So even with her pre-detangling, it's still gonna tangle, no matter what. I just know how to work with Nicole's hair, and Nicole knows how to appreciate the fact that she knows I'm not going to rip her hair from her scalp. I'm going to help her to get through this process. Sometimes I'm like, you're okay. We're almost there. You know, you got to talk them off the ledge because she just be in the chair like this. She be like real tight in the chair, like she was like really stuck. It'd be so funny. I could feel her stuck because her head, like I know she gets tension in her neck because she won't move her neck. Yeah. Is it good for alopecia? Katie Ann, I can actually pin the system that works best for you for alopecia. Let me know and I'll pin it for you. Cynthia Wright says, I need to save enough coins to get the recovery kit. So Cynthia, let me explain. The recovery kit is over $100 already, but it's 40% off today. So think about that amount of savings that you have. It's bringing it down about $80. You're saving $80 to get that entire 90-day recovery system. So today is the day. If any other day was the day, today is the day. Today is the day. Go ahead, Nicole. I'm coming.
Oh, you're fine. I'm gonna blow.
What do you suggest for growing back hair after psoriasis treated by a dermatologist? Ooh, Bridget, I love working with people who want to grow their hair back. So first things first, the fact that you've already addressed the psoriasis with your dermatologist, that says a lot. Of course, that treatment is going to continue. So you're going to incorporate that into your hair care. Now we have a 90-day recovery system that you can use. Let me see. I want to say, let me give you the right one before. I want to actually give you the right one. Let's see here. Okay, so for you, I would say the 90-day growth and density intensive recovery system. And the reason why I say the 90-day growth and density recovery system, because it has the Soothe and Balance in it, which Soothe and Balance is going to be a great thing for you for if you're dealing with psoriasis or any type of scalp congestion. It's also going to add the zinc back into the scalp. That zinc is going to help with circulation. It's also going to help with inflammation. That is really what psoriasis is. It's inflammation in the body, and it can also be an allergic reaction to something that you're eating. So I know you went to your dermatologist. Go ahead, Nicole. Sorry. I know you went to your dermatologist, but I also recommend anybody who's dealing with dermatitis, like contact dermatitis, eczema, psoriasis, go and get an allergy panel done. Because there is something. It's trash. Oh, did I throw that towel in there?
Okay, so I was like,
girl, my mind is thrown off. That towel's supposed to go in this basket. Thank you so much. Most times people don't know that a lot of these different scalp conditions come from food allergies, gluten, lactose intolerance. It comes from these things. So it's always best to get an allergy panel if you can, so that you can make sure that you're not the culprit behind the problem. See, dermatologists, they don't do allergy tests. You have to go to an allergist. They will never even say go to an allergist. They would just rather you keep topically treating these problems because you're going to keep coming back. It's like breaking the engine when you just fix the transmission, because you know they're going to come back for that next piece. So take it from a person who has no reason to jip a person, and do exactly what I'm saying. Go get you an allergy panel. You will see how much life and your hair care can change by just understanding what your body has an allergy to. Because it always shows in what? The hair, the skin, and the nails. All right, so I'm going to rinse Nicole for just a moment. I'm not going to bring you guys all the way back over there. We're just going to rinse her out. I am going to do the cold water rinse, which is not her fave. This is not her best friend. Well, no, I lied. She said the tender-headed people love it. I lied. So what I'm going to rinse cold water, rinse conditioner, I like to make sure that I do gently pull out the twist that I did, because you have to make sure that you rinse thoroughly, but I don't really disrupt the twist. I just open them and then I allow the water to do the rest of the work, okay? And keep in mind, it's her favorite part, y'all. Y'all see she just jumped out the chair? Keep in mind that the cold water rinse does take a little bit longer to get the product out of the hair than if it was warm water, okay? So you are gonna be rinsing for a little bit longer with cold water. But it is going to be very beneficial for your hair and your scalp. Okay, and when I'm doing my rinses with our Elite Hair Care conditioners, I do not like to rough the hair up at this point. You should have already gotten to every itch, every nook and cranny during the shampoo process. Now you're just allowing the cuticle to lay. You're allowing it to be nice and relaxed, and you're rinsing out any additional product out of the hair, including your Elite Hair Care hair masks or conditioners, okay? So I don't really move the hair too much, and I don't want to work to retangle the hair, because that can definitely still happen. All right. So we're gonna prep her for her silk press. There is a preparation process for the silk press, okay? The preparation process for the silk press is making sure that we what? Add our insurance policy, which is our leave-in conditioner, and 2, we add some heat protectant to make sure that we are protecting the hair, protecting the integrity of the hair, and making sure that we are not the culprit behind the fact that you have heat damage. Set up for a moment. I'm gonna have you sit in my chair real quick. I'm going to go ahead and preheat my dryer, because I do put my clients under the dryer for about 20 to 30 minutes before I do their silk pressing. I don't like to blow dry my clients when their hair is sopping wet. The reason I don't like to do that is because that too can also cause breaking of the bond, okay? Over manipulation of the hair, a lot of direct heat, consistent, constant heat, that can cause a lot of bond breaking or damage to the hair. And then I'm also going to be pressing her out. So I like to do diffuse drying. It's more beneficial. It definitely is a lot safer for the hair. This is also something that you can do at home when you're using our Elite Silk Press Kit. Okay, so first things first, we're going to spray her down with our leave-in conditioner. I'm actually going to use our African Goddess peptide leave-in conditioner. Okay, so we're gonna make sure that we're giving some molecular strength, but we're still moisturizing and hydrating the hair. Okay, so I put my leave-in conditioner on first. Peptides like to be first in line. They need to be absorbed first whenever they are used, okay? So whenever you're doing your peptide therapy for your hair, you want to make sure that it absorbs first and that you distribute it really well throughout the hair. Then for her heat protectant, this is where I'm going to use our Shield Heat and Humidity Protectant Spray, okay? This is a water-based heat protectant, but it also helps with mending the split ends temporarily. And of course, it's going to protect the hair when we're doing any type of heat styling. So I put that on and then I distribute that through as well. All right. So now we're going to just divide her hair into subsections to make her drying process a lot easier. I don't require my clients to dry completely under the dryer. I usually like them to be at least 60% dry, and then I will blow dry them the remainder of the way. That is a safe way to do a blow dry process. That is also an easy way for those of you who have tender-headed people, maybe your babies, maybe yourself. When you partially dry the hair and then you go and blow dry, you notice that the hair is much easier to work with. There's a lot less pulling, there's a lot less ooch and ow, okay? And it's just way better for the hair than going straight in with a blow dryer when the hair is wet. I also like to use the tension method when I blow dry because I don't want to do any excessive manipulation to the hair because I know I'm going to be silk pressing my client. Okay, so these little pro tips that you guys hear me throwing out, these are all going to be beneficial for you to do your hair care at home for those of you that don't go into the salon. Or if you are a professional watching, these are techniques that I have learned over the years of working with my clients. I've been a cosmetologist for over 22 years now. I started extremely young. I started right out of high school. I'm 39 now, so I graduated high school at 17. You do the math, okay? All right.
You have a big birthday coming.
I do. My big 4-0 is coming.
That's in June, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm going to get to you guys' hair care questions in just a moment, so you guys go ahead and bombard the chat. Put your questions in there. I'm going to go one at a time and answer everyone's question. Of course, I am here to definitely help each one of you. So don't feel like I'm not going to get to your question. I am. Just be a little patient for me and go ahead and type them in the chat and try to be as descriptive as possible so that I can get to your question really quickly and not have to ask you a million questions and then end up forgetting what your question was 10 minutes ago. See how I'm real truthful? That's called ADHD right there.
I can see at the corner of my eyes, hydrating.
Yes, she said I can see at the. Can you tell them what you said? Tell them what you said.
I said I can see at the corner of my eye the little curls are hydrated.
Y'all see that?
Oh my God! Yes, it's good.
And Nicole has some salts in here. She got a couple salts. Them salts are very disrespectful. They literally just stand right up.
No.
They stand at attention. You cannot miss them, even if you tried.
I got a color.
Even if you tried.
And coloring is still gonna be crazy, but
Yeah, because it has to grow out.
see 'em.
Gray grows.
Mm-hmm.
Gray doesn't fade. Gray is not a faded color. The gray actually grows. It is a actual texture and color all on its own.
Yes.
All right, let's keep that around you.
Back under the drum.
Yes, ma'am. Get you partially dry and then I'll put it on.
Like I really like your wall. It looks
Thank
good.
you. I'm working. It's a working process.
I like the new logo. It looks really good.
Thank you. I wanted it bigger than that. I thought it was bigger when I ordered it. I'm like, okay. So I want a much bigger circle to take up the majority. So I'm gonna reorder it and I'm gonna double the size.
Yeah.
Yeah, to take up the whole wall.
You could just put it somewhere else.
Yeah. Well, I'm afraid because it's adhesive. So if I pull it
it'll
off,
probably come off.
yeah. It's either that or I just get some big circles and just put the circles around it to amplify the size and then keep the
Yeah.
instead of me spending that money trying to get a brand new one and tearing the wall up.
You know what? If you could find a big circle frame,
That too.
You could just
and put it around it.
a gold frame.
Yeah,
and it'll
like
look
a metallic
it was-
gold.
Yeah, done on purpose.
See, look at you. Okay, so let's get back to some hair care questions.
I have a thought real quick.
Yeah.
Maybe you could just order the circle and not your logo and do that.
And then just, yeah, that's what I was thinking, from the same people.
Yeah,
just get the mirror circle, like a big one. Or probably like the medium and then the large, and then put it around.
Yeah. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. No, you're fine. You're fine. I appreciate it. My hair has gotten super thin, less than a handful for my whole head. My temples are gray. So, Linda, I'm assuming that you are going into the mature parts of life, which, yes, thinning does happen. And I'm not saying that you're in menopause, but people who are premenopausal, perimenopausal, or menopausal definitely always report that they have a lot of thinning, they have a lot of shedding. They notice that the density in their hair has definitely changed compared to previous years. Anytime there's a hormonal imbalance, because menopause is a hormonal imbalance, or anytime there's some type of autoimmune issue, thinning and shedding is the inevitable. That happens almost just, it's automatic. I've never seen anyone say that they haven't had that issue, because the hair suffers the most whenever there's a hormonal imbalance or an autoimmune issue. So for you, I would definitely say you need to start strengthening, Linda. I would recommend our peptide system, which is the African Goddess system. The peptide system is for people who are dealing with thinning. It is for people who are dealing with damaged hair. It is for people who have a lot of inflammation. You're dealing with a lot of inflammation at the scalp level. The peptides in the African Goddess collection are made to help to reduce the inflammation. They are made to help put the hair back into the growth phase and get you out of the grow out and fall out phase. That is really the purpose of copper peptides. That's what they were created to do. That is the only peptide that is for hair. So I'm going to definitely recommend the African Goddess. And keep in mind, it is 30% off today for my TikTok family. All you have to do is literally add it to your cart. If you'd like for me to pin it, just let me know. Let's go over here to some more questions. Let's see here. Nicole says, I get your heat protected tomorrow, and you're going to absolutely love it. It's very lightweight. It definitely does the job. It doesn't make the hair feel heavy, and it doesn't dry the hair out. Linda, you want me to pin it? I'll pin it for you. It does not dry the hair out, which is super duper important, because a lot of water-based heat protectants, they do traditionally end up drying the hair out more than anything else. I've never really understood why, but it's definitely a situation. There you go, Linda. I just pinned it for you. I pinned it for you right here on the screen. There you go. So my TikTok family, a bunch of our recovery kits actually just sold out. Shout out to everybody who has placed their order. As of right now, our breakage defense and detangle system has sold out, and our length retention and control system has sold out. So definitely make sure that you are grabbing your items. Do not wait, because they can literally purchase it. As long as it's not purchased, it can be in your cart and still go away. It can still go away. So make sure you guys are checking out if you're trying to take advantage of the flash sale. Thank you, Star. Question. This is from Beatty1. Love watching you on YT. Thank you. Do you use the products? I'm using them right now. I use them on my hair. I use them on my kids' hair. I use them on my clients' hair. I use them on my family's hair. I don't use other products. I don't play those games. The only other products I use is relaxer, because I don't make relaxer just yet. Just yet. My chemistry mind is getting around it. Is it healthy to use oat water from boiled oats as a conditioner and use it weekly? Also, the oat water has protein in it from the oats. So Beatty1, I'm not one of those people who does a lot of those natural treatments like washing rice and then using the water from the rice onto your hair. Mainly because you don't know what's in that rice. You don't know what's in those oats. And that there's a process that has to happen on a cosmetic level where these items have to be cleansed. They have to be cleaned. They have to be sterilized. They have to be tested. We have to do something called challenge testing. There's so many different things. So I don't recommend doing that a lot of times, because you don't know what you're doing. You're just literally just adding something and then saying, oh yeah, I heard this. When really you need to do it the right way. Okay, we want to do it when we get a conditioner that has the actual colloidal oats in it, or a shampoo if you want to use colloidal oats, or if you want oat protein, there's oat protein, there's wheat protein, there's quinoa protein. There's so many proteins out there that we have access to in the cosmetic world, and there's so many products that contain those. Now, our hair care products do not contain colloidal oats. A lot of our skincare products contain colloidal oats. Colloidal oats is actually a powder that has to be rehydrated before we can use it. So just keep that in mind. I don't necessarily recommend it, but if it's something that works for you, you're welcome to do it. I'll never tell a person don't do something that they are strongly wanting to do. But if you take my professional advice, I wouldn't. Lenora, shout out to everybody who's adding the items to their cart. You're taking advantage of the flash sale. What's the order for washing with the violet shampoo on soft salt and pepper hair? Good question. So let's say you're using our advanced peptide system and you are salt and pepper. You are still going to do your clarifying shampoo, which is the Elite Clarify and Refresh. You are then going to follow up with your African Goddess Sacred Hair and Scalp Cleanser. Then after you do your treatment shampoo, that is when you add in your violet shampoo. Okay? You will then add on your violet shampoo as your secondary shampoo after you've done your peptide therapy. And then you will leave that on. Depending on the company, it's usually anywhere from 3 to 10 minutes. 10 minutes is extreme, you're going to be purple. So just keep that in mind. Then once you rinse that, you will go into your conditioner. That is how you incorporate violet toning shampoo into your wash day. It comes as your last shampoo before the conditioner. So I hope I answered your question. I have a few questions. Okay, Miss Sheila, what's up? What's up? How are they working for you? I just like to see results. So my client is under the dryer. I'm going to bring her out. You'll get to see our silk press system that was cocktailed with our African Goddess peptide system. You'll be able to see that on your own while we're working. Shout out to Gloria for purchasing. Shout out to Gloria. Shonda, it's good for good products that work. Okay. So Shonda, just stay on. You'll get to see Nicole's hair as we finish her up. You'll get to see what my products have done. I've been doing Nicole's hair for how long, Nicole? Years? At least. And Nicole started with me from relaxers to where her hair was almost to her bra strap being relaxed, and then we cut her into a bob because she decided to go natural one day. And her hair is now super full, a lot of density, straight healthy. Like, people on my live have seen Nicole a million times and seen her hair just as it progresses. How often should hair be washed, relaxed, and how often ends should be clipped? Good question, Sheila. Okay, so for your wash day, traditional wash day for textured hair like our hair is going to be every 10 to 14 days. Okay, every 10 to 14 days. Now, when we talk about your retouch relaxer works in a way of your hair growth cycle. Not everybody grows out the same speed. So retouch for my clients, I don't have a time frame. I go based on what the hair looks like and what the hair is whispering to me, right? So it could be at a 6-week step. It could be at 7 weeks. Some of my clients might be 9 weeks. Some of my clients might be 8 weeks. But I never go past 12 weeks for a retouch relaxer because at that point, the hair starts to suffer. And you don't want that. So I usually don't go past 12 weeks. And then the last part of your question, how often should your ends be clipped or trimmed? If you are relaxed, you are supposed to be getting a trim with every retouch relaxer. Now, I have a funny saying, a funny joke that I always put out when I say this because I want you guys to have an understanding of this. If your stylist puts your retouch relaxer schedule around her mortgage or rent payment, which is the first of every month, you will not be getting a trim every retouch, every relaxer. You probably will be bald in a couple months. Okay? That's not what I mean. True retouches should be done anywhere, in my eyes, from week 8 to week 12. I don't even like 6 weeks because at 6 weeks, you barely have new growth. And at that point, we have a real chance of overlapping on already processed hair and causing more shedding. So, say all of that to say your retouch relaxer is your trim schedule. Every retouch, you should be getting a clean trim of the actual split ends, a light dusting of the ends, not a haircut. There's a difference between the two. I know the difference, some people don't. I used to watch the cartoon, oh, the Cynthia doll, okay. Can I pin curl my hair using bobby pins at night? Yes, I do that all the time. Hi, I'm trying to get some of your products with Botana oil. Your Ultimate Hair Repair and Growth Balm is sold out. Any idea when it will be back in stock? So the hair balm, we are currently scaling up the hair balm. We are about to scale it up to 4 times the amount that we would normally make because we cannot keep it on the shelf. It is a 2-day process for us to do the hair balm because we make it today. Then we have to jar it when it cools to a certain temperature, and then we have to allow it to set before we can close them, and then we label them. So it is a 48-hour process for us to make the balm, but now we are making in the thousands, and I had to scale up a piece of equipment to even do that because I did not anticipate this balm being so popular. So we are anticipating a 2-week time frame for the restock. I did just get 1 piece of equipment in, but we still have another piece that we're waiting on. So that's why we're going to say about a 2-week restock on the hair balm. I don't know. I'll talk to you about it when I get there. Let's see here. Let's keep going. Can you use hair pressing grease as a heat protectant? Absolutely not. Hair pressing grease is made to help you to press the hair. That is going to be like literally melting butter on your hair and trying to call it a heat protectant. No, that's not a heat protectant. Heat protectants should be water-based. I don't like oil-based heat protectants. It should be water-based or silicone-based. Because if it's an oil, oils actually absorb. They literally can penetrate, right? Because the molecule is so thick, right? For me, when you use oils and then you apply heat, it gives off an odor and it can also cause burn, right? Because I'm heating an oil that also has a boil point or a burn point. So I don't use oil-based heat protectants. I always either use silicone-based or water-based, which we have a water-based and we have a silicone-based. Crystal, I've been following you for so long. I don't know if you was retired, 73 years, neutral woman. You're a neutral woman. I love it. I retired for like 3 months. And then I just said, I'm happy. I'm happy in the salon. This is like another safe space for me. I'm just happy doing hair. It brings me joy. It brings me a lot of joy. So I'm back. I'm not retired anymore. Let's keep going. How long do you sit her under the dryer for the pre-dry? Anywhere to between 20 and 30 minutes. Because if I'm going to blow dry her, it could take me even more time. So anywhere from about 20 to 30 minutes, and then her blow dry will usually be like maybe 5 minutes. It just depends. It really kind of depends on the density of my client too, because some of them, they can just go 15 minutes and then they're about 60% dry anyway. What do you do for salt and pepper hair when the gray keeps breaking? You need to do a protein treatment, Paula. You need to do a protein treatment, and then you also need to introduce moisture into your hair because that means that the hair is dehydrated. So the protein is going to help to stop with a lot of that breaking, put some strength back in the hair. But then you need to also do moisturizing, which I am going to tell you exactly which system is going to be your go-to. So you can do the hydration and moisture imbalance recovery system, or you can do the deep hydration reset system. Either or. Should I invest in a hair steamer? Absolutely. Absolutely. Hair steamers are always going to be beneficial, especially if you're natural. You guys, don't forget, just a reminder, our flash sale is going on today only. All of our Elite Hair Care products on my TikTok shop are 30% off. They are already marked down for you. Over on the Yellow Brick Road, the Y, you guys keep in mind, any order over $100, you get 40% off. No code is needed. Or any order $99 or less, you can save 20% off using code FLASH2020. TikTok shop, you guys don't need any codes. It's already set up for you. Bridget, you say you went to the store and didn't see the treatment. Let me put it in there for you. Hold on. Let's see here. Bridget, I just put it in the chat for you. There you go. It's in the chat, Bridget. Sure can. I had it in my cart, came back to the live to finish the Flash 2020 code, went back and gone. Hot products are going to move fast. Absolutely. Sandy Fairley. What's good for hair shedding? Oh, let me show you. So Sandy Fairley, you are going to need a Repair RX Super Protein treatment. Unfortunately, I think all of the bundles that contain the protein treatment on TikTok Shop are sold out. But I will pin the protein treatment itself, and then I will also add the mask that you will need to rehydrate the hair so that you'll be able to get both. So the Repair RX I'm going to pin, and then the mask that you need is going to be item number 1. That is what you use for shedding. So a super protein treatment, and then rehydrate the hair with the Bio Deep Fortifying Mask. I have thin edges and shedding from being months in braids. My hair is very thin. What products should I use, and what protective styles are best for my hair? So Vonda, you can do any protective style that you want to do. You just need to do it in moderation. As you said, you had braids in for months, okay? That is the culprit. You just overdid it. You got to do it in moderation. So for the thinning hairline, that is going to be our edge restoration system. And then for the shedding and breaking, that is going to be a protein treatment as well as a strengthening shampoo and conditioner. Let me see which recovery system would be best. I would say the 90-day protective style before and after recovery system. It has the protein treatment. It has our edge restoration system. It has the Mended collection. It has the African Goddess conditioner. It has the clarifying shampoo. It has the biotin hair conditioner. It has the Moist Me mask. It actually has every single thing that you will need to be able to be effective and do 90 days of real hair care. So I'm gonna pin that. I'm gonna put that in the comments for you in the chat. There is the link for the chat. My TikTok family, let's see what we got going on over here. You're welcome, Sandy Fairy or Fairy. You're welcome. You guys make sure you go ahead and get checked out. Once I am done with my client, the live flash sale will go away. It will go away. So don't wait. Don't be a procrastinator. Just be. My hair is growing back post chemo. My hair is like cotton, fine, gray, thin, weird texture. With chemo, that can definitely happen. Chemo, really, the hair that comes back after chemo is the hair. So the fact that you have some is great. I would just definitely work on strengthening what you have and keeping that hair healthy. Another question, how often should you use a conditioner or shampoo with protein or keratin or peptide conditioner? So peptides, our peptide system, which is the African Goddess Rosemary and Red Algae Peptide Recovery System, that system can be used on a traditional wash day. There is no time frames of how often you can use it. It's not protein, like a protein treatment. The protein treatments is where you don't want to be overusing it because you can cause dehydration while trying to strengthen the hair. So our peptide system, you can use that as a part of your traditional wash day. Yes. Off topic, but you look beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate it. Love you, my dears. Thank you. Let me say your name right. Nelcia. I said Nelcia. Thank you. How often should I wash my hair? Traditionally, if you are natural or relaxed, it should be at least every 10 to 14 days. 10 to 14 days. What state are you in? I am in Florida. Products good for micro locks that may be thinning a little. Ebony, micro locks. Let me point you in the right direction. You said it may be thinning a little. You actually need more moisture than anything else, but you also need strength. So let me see. Let me see. Micro locks. I'm looking for that kit in specific that I know is going to be for your locks. Hold on. Here we go. I'm gonna pin it for you in the comments, in the chat. There you go. I just put it in the chat for you. Best rebonding cream. What is a rebonding cream? What do you call a rebonding cream? Ebony, I just put it in the chat for you. Should I use the biotic conditioner each wash? No, you want to alternate your conditioners and alternate your shampoos. So if you got one of our 90-day recovery systems, you actually have more than one conditioner, you have more than one shampoo, because you're doing 90 days of hair care, and hair care is not going to be one size fits all. This wash day, your hair might be feeling dehydrated. The next wash day, your hair might be shedding and breaking. The third wash day, your hair might feel a little weak. You need to have a different system for each one. Yes. Hello? Hello? Okay, I'm not playing that game. For an old-fashioned I knew it was you, because you's a cuckoo. That's why I just said I would sit here and I would leave you there.
I need some scissors.
For what?
This thing won't come off.
Oh, and Andy, say hi to Nicole. She
good.
said
Hey, Nicole, I'm so sorry.
Okay,
this is a cuckoo bird. I knew it was foolishness.
Listen, and I need to shape these, so I cut these off real quick.
How you gonna shake those? Shake those how?
Because they say you gotta cut them. Oh, you gotta cut that string again.
No, that's a part of the shoe.
Huh?
Yes.
Look.
Look, that one is a part of the shoe too.
Okay, all right.
I think that's to make it so you can get the insoles out. That's why the string is there. You don't cut those. You just slide them, take out the other insole. Oops, sorry.
So what Walmart doing crowded this time of morning?
I don't know. You bend it like that.
I think I gave you the right one. I gave you the right side.
Yeah, but these are long.
That's why I said they say.
Did you get this based on your shoe size?
They all come from size 8 to 14. They say cut them.
Oh.
Yeah, they said cut them.
Oh, let's see. I think this is the wrong foot.
Oh, it's the arch in the arch going the inside.
Oh, it just look odd.
Yeah, because you gotta cut them.
Look, when you look at them here, they don't look
Seem like they don't need to be cut. Okay, so I'll put my foot in this one.
Oh, see? Yeah, you do have to cut them. They put the size on the bottom.
Yeah.
You want me to cut it down to a 13 first?
Yeah, because these are size 12. I bought them extra size big on purpose.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Say hi to the people on the live.
Good morning, y'all. I look a little rough, y'all see I ain't?
I call him, he look like the mechanic right now.
I look like the mechanic right now. Y'all need y'all car work done.
No, you do not.
I can do oil changes, flat tires.
You're so stupid. Shut up,
Look, tell the chat. I plan on purchasing an all-woman's mechanic shop so y'all can stop being ripped off. That's one of my dreams, to own a mechanic shop for all women so y'all can stop being ripped off. There's a thing called a commercial account where these companies get the parts 65% cheaper than what they charge you. So they're making a 65% profit. Yes, I said it. They're making a 65% profit on an alternator, a battery. So imagine when you got to buy something like a water pump, or you got to buy something like replacement of a transmission. Yeah, you're being overcharged by more than 33.3%, which is what the law says that they should not do. Right, 33% three markup on anything in the car industry is something such as when you do core changing, when you go to AutoZone and they say, well, you bring the alternator back, we give you a core charge. That's the 33% markup. You give them back the part so they can send it back to the manufacturer, so the manufacturer can then remanufacture it and send it back to us and put it back on the shelf and resell it to you again in 2 years when your alternator that you bought that was remanufactured break down.
Listen, he done way too much for me, y'all. Didn't I tell you that's the mechanic? Where am I located? I'm in Florida. Let me try that one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. couldn't disguise my voice either. I was
Of course
trying.
not. That's why I was like, I'm not gonna play that stupid game. You gonna sit there and keep saying hello, ma'am, and I'm gonna leave you right in the hallway.
And then the lady across the hall answered
Good,
me.
she over. Good, I'm glad, because people, you love trouble. I know they in the comments. Hold on.
I was trying to. I said, man, I ain't gonna make it
Nicole
home.
said hi. Everybody said hi.
Hey y'all.
Thank you, Star. You're in Port Charlotte. Okay, you're not far, but you go about 2-3 hours. About 2 hours, 2 and a little bit. Good?
Yeah, good. All right.
All right, baby. Have a great day.
You too.
Love you. Hey, don't forget these, just in case you need them.
No, I don't need them.
All right, you guys. So let's go ahead and get Nicole. I heard the dryer just give a little click, so I think we are in a good place. I can go ahead and start prepping her. Nicole, go ahead and sit in my chair.
Miss Sealy.
You gonna do right by me. Oh my gosh, I'm not playing with you today. I'm just gonna do my work and go home. I'm just gonna do what I have to do. So hey, Miss Sealy. Oh my gosh, you guys are, listen, I can't. One day, I gotta tell them the joke. I always have to tell this joke, y'all. So when we first started doing her presses, we did this texture press, and we had started we didn't set her or wrap her this one day.
Oh,
and she goes to dinner with her sons, and they said she looked like Hidden Figures. And ever since then, we have been so meticulous to make sure that we always, when I say always, I mean always, wrap her hair and bring those curls down.
Just a little bit.
Because her sons have no care in the world. They're going to say exactly how they feel. They're going to make sure they say exactly what's on their mind. All right, so let's go ahead and blow her out. We're going to start by blowing her out with the tension method. We've already done all of the heat protection that we needed to do, so we are in good standing with making sure that her hair is protected. We'll turn you guys a little bit so you can see.
Look how long my hair was.
Yes, I remember that picture. You showed me that picture.
I showed you that before.
Yeah.
I sent him that last night. It came up in my memories.
Oh,
So
wow.
I found all these pictures of him when he was a little boy. It goes so fast.
Y'all see how nice and soft and lustrous her hair is? Look at that. Nice and lightweight. It has that nice shine. That is what the Elite Silk Press system is for. And the fact that we cocktailed it with our African Goddess Peptide Therapy. That hair is nice and strong. From the root all the way to the end. I like to make sure that the hair stays detangled so that when I'm doing my blow dry process, it's really, really easy. I've already pre-dried her hair, so the blowout is going to be really, really easy and really, really quick. And I'm not having to do too many pulls and passes with the blow dryer where I'll run the risk of breaking the bonds in her hair. See how nice and smooth that hair is? She still has her texture. We didn't change her curl pattern. We simply just allowed her hair to have better control, less frizzing, and also protect her hair from humidity all at the same time. Hey, when will the silk press kit be back in stock? So if it's out of stock on our TikTok shop, you can go and check over on the Yellow Brick Road on the W. You should see it there. It's out of stock over here. And we also have on the Yellow Brick Road, we have 40% off orders $100 or more. And then orders $99 or less, you get 20% off by using code FLASH2020. Just ordered the peptide collection. Looking forward to using it. You are going to love it. You're going to love how your hair feels, how your scalp feels. It's super refreshing. It's going to definitely strengthen the hair and the scalp on a molecular level. You're going to see the difference in your hair. Absolutely. No, that could be no. That's from when I cleaned out the brush.
I was like, oh my god.
That was when I cleaned out the brush. I dropped it on the ground with a blow dryer and blew it away.
All right.
All right, pros. So we are done with the blow dry. Let's go ahead and get her silked out. Now, for her silk out, we're going to also add some of our frizz control serum. This is a lightweight silicone-based heat protectant and a glossifier for the hair. It also helps to seal the moisture in the hair, helps to lock in that shine in the hair, and you can use it no matter if you're natural or relaxed, but I love to use it when I'm doing my silk presses because it really just keeps that hair nice and supple, and of course another layer of heat protection. This is also in our silk press kit. It's included in that kit. All right, move chin down for me. Oh, you know what? Let me do this nape real quick. All right, so remember I said we're going to be doing a textured press for Nicole. So we're going to be silking and curling all at the same time. This is not going to leave her hair bone straight. That is the purpose. This is going to leave her hair with a little bit of texture, but also going to add the curl at the same time. Shout out to Lori for purchasing. Thank you so much.
Shit, girl.
That's all we got the roots. I'm so sorry, y'all. I just gave her a bird. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry.
Skin.
She got probably. She think that these roots are so thick under here. I don't think y'all understand what I'm working with under here, okay? These roots are like this, and then the rest of her hair is like that. These roots are rooted, honey. That's better?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mom.
That's okay. Oh, God.
You remember when you were younger and you go to the salon and get your hair done, and when you telling the stylist, "Ow," they're like, "Hold your head still." Exactly. Instead of them just saying sorry, it's you better stop moving your head.
No.
Listen,
never take accountability.
Never hold your ear for me. They could never say sorry. It was, "Oh, you are not holding your head still." Okay, but the fact is you still burnt me.
Oh, no. You weren't on your head still, but I'm sorry.
Girl, there wasn't a sorry on this planet. You can let it go. Who can relate? I know I'm not the only person that can remember these traumatizing moments in your childhood.
No. With your mama, with the hairstylist.
Oh, Lord. That's why a lot of us have PTSD right now when it comes on to the iron. Mine's is when I have it in the front of my face.
Me too.
I
burnt my face.
It is bad. It is bad. Look at that shine. Yes, Star. Look at the shine in her hair. And all I'm doing is literally pressing and curling at the same time. Okay? This is something that you guys can also have done. It leaves a lot of body in the hair. It also allows your silk press to last a lot longer. Y'all see that? That is what our silk press system is. This is going to bring that shine to the hair. You're going to be like, ooh, soft and beautiful. Like one of those. Okay. So my cousin is on here. She's like, listen, she got a chuck in her head many times. And listen, especially Easter. Easter, people thought that Easter was so exciting. You would dread Easter because you knew exactly what was coming. Yeah. It's so many hot combs purchased on Easter weekend. It's ridiculous. Hot combs and barrettes.
You need to hold my ear? No.
Good morning. So for the little hairs, I don't use my big iron. I like to use a pencil iron because I can really get really close and have Nicole. And she just listen, I've been doing Nicole silk presses for so long, and she should be used to this part of the process right here. Yet she still does the same thing no matter when I'm doing it.
I got PTSD. That's why. We just talked about this.
And that's the thing. You know what's a crazy thing? When you do that and I'm holding it, you bring the iron to your... Girl, hold this ear for me. You're bringing the iron to your head.
It's just natural. You
that
feel
is
that
the
heat.
Easiest way right there to get burned.
You just want to...
You can let it
go. I don't know. It's just natural.
You know, one time a client actually jerked so hard, my hand did this, and it's literally slapped her head and burned her. And all I could say is, "Are you okay?" Because she did it so. You would have thought that I had literally like burned her. I hadn't even gotten to the area yet.
She was ready for it.
And she did it, and my hand went like that, and the iron literally singed right on her head.
Oh God. I thought you were going to say you hit her in the head with the
It did that too, but remember the iron had hot plates on the corners and the sides, which is why when I use this iron, I try to be as careful as possible because it's hot all the way around. Yeah. Good morning. Thank you. Ooh. All right, so as you guys can clearly see, you guys see that shine in her hair, you see that bounce in her hair. Her hair is not heavy. Your hair should not be heavy if you are getting a silk press done the right way, okay? I can't stand to see when people put oils in the hair to do a silk press, because at that point, sweetheart, you could compromise the integrity of the client's hair and literally break the bonds in the hair. But two, that oil leaves the hair with a smell. It leaves the hair heavy. It leaves the hair feeling like something is on it. That is another reason why I'm mindful of what products I use whenever I'm doing silk presses for my clients. Like, this is a science to me. I don't just do it just because. This is an actual science. I have an actual system designed of how I do my presses. And it has proven to work for many, many years. I've yet to have a client come and say, oh, they experienced heat damage from doing a silk press with me. Like, I'm very, very particular on how I do my silk presses and what I use on my clients' hair.
And it lasts.
It does.
It go weeks if I wanted to.
Yeah, Nicole, she usually have to wash her hair to get her hair to go backwards. Yeah. Or she got caught in the rain.
Yep.
And even then, you could probably wrap it and bring it back down.
I remember I got in the jacuzzi with my mom, and she said, "Did you get a relaxer?" I said, "No," because she was like, "The steam isn't doing anything." I was like, "Nope."
Nope.
Yeah, it held up. I didn't let my hair touch the water, but just being in the steam.
Still heat. Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah, girl. Get the edges right there, boy. There we go.
Oh my God.
Listen, her edges are just like.
No, they're like dehydrated.
All right, go ahead and hold your ear for me.
Okay.
People often ask why I don't use a hot comb as much as I should in the salon. Because I feel like technology has definitely changed. You can let it go. Technology has definitely changed. I can still get the same results with my flat iron or my hot tools that I can get if I was to use a hot comb. The only time to me that a hot comb is really vital is if you are customizing one of our Privé seamless units or something like that, where you do need that hot comb. You need that additional heat to really lay the cuticle down of that unit. But other than that, I can get my clients' roots straight enough between blow drying and pressing, and I don't have to pick up a hot comb. I guess it's just all in one, the tool, but in the technique and what you use on the hair as well. You know, I don't use curl waxes and stuff like that. I feel like that just it can damage the integrity of the hair. So I just make sure that I'm very simplistic, which is why I designed the silk press kit the way that I did. Because I know that, you know, the techniques and the methods that I've used in the salon have proven to be effective. And I've had no problems to date. Thank you, Jesus. Let me knock on that. But it definitely has proven to work. So if you are one of those people who you want to be able to do your presses, or you want to be able to really effectively give a good press and protection while you are doing your press, the silk press kit is what's going to be your go-to. It has the heat protectors, it has the frizz control, it has everything. It has everything you need. I make sure that all of our kits have everything you need. Nothing FDA approved. So in the cosmetic world, specifically in hair care, we don't actually need FDA approval. The only time we need FDA approval is if we're making medical claims in our products, in which I don't make medical claims. And at that point, I would then send it to a testing company where the doctors that I want to use to make the claim are the FDA approval for me. I still don't have to have an FDA approval. This isn't food, so we're not FDA regulated in most hair care products. Now, if I was making relaxers, yes, okay. I need FDA approval. Yes, because that's chemically altering. Anything that can chemically alter the hair, like make a chemical change, like keratins and relaxers or those smoothing systems. A lot of the smoothing systems, they don't get FDA approval either because they're not using what is not one of the ingredients that's requiring approval. So then they don't have to get approval, but most relaxers, they usually do go through that process. I don't make relaxer though. So I hope I answered your question. Anyway, you guys, while I'm still pressing her, please, just a reminder, if you're new here, go ahead and double tap that screen. It doesn't cost you anything to do so. That just tells them that my channel is a place that they need to be showing. They need to show us to the world. This is also what gets our reach extended. Okay, this is what extends our reach. Secondly, please, 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 if you haven't already done so, go ahead and hit that subscribe and follow button. And then third, go ahead and hit that arrow and share the live to your family, your friends, and people that you might not even like. It's fine. It's fine. That's also going to help to support our channel, support our page, keep us going, build our channel, build our page. All that requires is for you to do those 3 free things. That's it. Y'all see that nice shine in the hair? That bounce? Shake it for me, Nicole. That's what we want. That's what we want right there. We're not doing stiff hair. That died a long time ago. Thank you guys for sharing the live. Thank you guys for following. Thank you guys for all the hearts. I appreciate you guys. I have thyroid goiter and the doctor says my levels are normal, but my hair is shedding. I know I need protein, but what bundle package do I get going forward? I have a relaxer. Capricorn, I'm going to recommend let's see, the growth and density recovery system. Let me copy that one for you. I just put it in the chat for you, Capricorn. There you go. And can you guys show my client some love? Because she just be such a happy camper sitting here. Child, she don't be paying me no mind.
But what? You're talking to me?
I was saying she gives me the opportunity to stop and read your question for just a moment. I don't do it too often, but I kept noticing Capricorn's question. I'm like, okay, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just trying to make sure that I don't keep my client here all day. I don't use relaxers. I'm a natural girl. What kind of products do you recommend? So, Keisha, can you tell me what issues you're having with your hair? I know you don't do relaxers. I know you're natural. But what things are you noticing that your hair is doing that you'd really like to work on? Because our products are more problem-based. We like to really help to resolve issues and not just be a shampoo and a conditioner. So I want to point you in the right direction.
Oh, hi. All these people.
Mm-hmm. They tell you, hey, girl, hey. Keisha, okay. So Keisha said she is shedding. Awesome. Got it. So you're natural. You don't have a relaxer. You're shedding. Actually, the system that's pinned on the screen, Keisha, is the actual system for you. So that is going to be the Breakage Defense and Detangle system. It has our Moisture Repair shampoo made with snail mucin. It's extremely hydrating. And then it also has our Repair RX Super Protein treatment. That is going to be for your shedding, your thinning, and your breaking. And then it has the Bio Deep Fortifying Mask. That is going to help to rehydrate the hair after you do your protein treatment. And it has the Moisture Repair Leave-In Conditioner so that you can add that or seal that deal when you're done, add more protection to the hair, and making sure that you are still conditioning after your wash day is complete. You're welcome. And keep in mind, you guys, all of our products on our TikTok shop are 30% off. They're already priced as marked. So you don't want to miss that live bundle and that live flash sale that's going on. Once I'm off the live, that goes away. So go ahead and make sure you take care of it. Go ahead and get checked out. Where am I located? I'm in Orlando, Florida. But if I say Sanford, you're going to be like, where? So I just try to say Orlando. Because Orlando is best. I don't think anybody knows where Sanford is, child. It's like one of those little small sub-towns out of a major city. If you guys are liking how her hair is looking, put some fire emojis in the chat for me. Show your girl some love. Let me see who likes what's happening here. Tell me some things that you notice about her hair now. Like, what are some characteristics that you're noticing? And let's see who all can tell me what we've really done here. Like, what have we changed in her hair? You got it? Yes. Okay, Keisha. Thank you for the Nobel Peace Prizes. They're putting trophies in there. Y'all see that luster, that shine? Ooh, look at that. That bounce. Yes, that's what we want. That's what we want. We want shiny hair. We want healthy hair. Yes. So the shine is awesome. Thank you. And even with me just doing a textured press, if you guys notice, her hair is still nice and smooth. Her hair is still nice and shiny. It doesn't look dull. It's not lifeless. And that's what I always tell people you want whenever you're doing a silk press. You shouldn't feel like your hair is heavy. You shouldn't feel like your hair is oily. It's supposed to feel light and airy and bouncy. That's what a silk press is supposed to feel like. Alright, so we are almost done with her press. I'm just going to go ahead and finish up her hairline here.
How close is your warehouse?
What, 30 minutes?
Oh,
That's in a pocket.
oh, okay. Did the ends look really bad?
No. No. Do you want me to wait to trim it?
That's all I'm asking. Should I wait?
No, you can wait. It's not bad enough for me to say, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
No. And I'd rather do it when your bone's straight. Too,
Yeah.
So I can really see everything.
Because it'll end up putting a bunch of layers and stuff too. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna wait.
Hello? Yes? Barrier protect. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Does he still help you in the shop or in the warehouse?
Wouldn't need it.
Yeah.
He went back to working.
Yeah, I remember food stuff. But he still helps you sometimes.
Like he'll do it like on his days off.
Yeah.
If we like super swamped, like
right now.
Yeah, definitely. All right, you guys. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap her up real quick. Relax the cuticle a little bit.
You didn't see me. I was over here acting up.
Yeah. They don't know you. They don't know you.
Oh God. It takes so much time to look nice having coarse hair up the sun. I can't do my hair no more. It does take time, but it's worth it.
All right, pros. So I'm going to show you guys a really fast way If you want to relax your curls, you want to leave the hair nice and lightweight. They asked, are you getting your hair done for a special occasion today?
Nope.
This is just how we do her hair, y'all. So we're going to wrap her. Hey, y'all see how nice and smooth that wrap is? That's what you want. Okay, we're just going to do a quick wrap. And then we're going to use a processing cap and a blow dryer to lay the cuticle down. But we're not going to lay the cuticle down to make her hair flat. We're really just relaxing some of the curl to loosen the curl. But we want to still keep the body. We want to keep the shape. So I'm going to take my processing cap right here. Okay. You want to make sure that it is dry. You don't want the processing cap to have any moisture on it. So if you run that rinse, make sure you dry it. All right, then we're going to take the processing cap. I'm going to put that baby on, just like that. She had gotten so accustomed to this. She's like, are you going to put the thing on or no?
I just want a little because I want to keep my curls.
Okay, so I put heat inside, and then I literally just run my hands around the head with the blow dryer on warm. Just for a couple seconds. It don't even require much. Okay, and then I add just a little more heat inside, and then I'm going to let that cool. Okay, so while I'm putting this stuff away, I'll let it cool down for just a moment. You don't want to pull it off too fast because you do need to allow the hair time to cool. Okay, I'm going to take this baby off just like that. And then when you're combing your wrap down, you always want to make sure you comb it down in the direction that you wrapped it, okay? Don't go against it because then you're going to work hard. Let me show you guys what happens now. How we like it, nice and fluffy.
Pretty, pretty.
That's how we want it, fluffy. Y'all see fluffiness? We like fluffiness because then by tomorrow she's gonna be just laying. It's gonna be just moving. She's gonna be going through the airport like this, and they're gonna be like, "Wow, your hair is so nice.
You're so beautiful.
Wow, it's always wow." And then we just let it just do its thing, you guys. You just let it just do its thing. You don't need to do too much to it. You know, she likes that volume, so I like to kind of lift it just to kind of give a little bit of separation. But that's it.
And then I pin curl it at night.
Yep.
And that's it. Wake up and wrap it in the morning while I'm in the shower and get those tight curls out.
See, she's gotten it down to a science herself, y'all. She know how to do this. We've been doing this so long. This is not even second nature anymore.
Yeah.
She's also, I can't put no edge control on her. I can't put any sprays on her too much. She's like, no.
Because as it gets older, those things go into the hair. It
makes it heavier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just rather not.
That's very true. See,
Yeah.
I told y'all, my girl know her stuff now. We've been doing this long enough.
Thank you, everybody. What did she say? She feels Spanish. She feels like a Puerto Rican.
You talk about T.S. Madison, you feel like a Puerto Rican.
That's
it was a meme that was going around for a long time. Yeah, it was a meme that went around. I feel like a Puerto Rican.
I had a feeling it was something.
And she's like, and they were like, Selena was Mexican. She was not Puerto Rican. Listen, that thing was so funny. All right, y'all.
All right.
She is all done.
Thank you.
She is all done.
Thank you, ladies and men.
And everybody.
And everybody.
All right, you guys have about 5 more minutes to get yourselves checked out before the live ends. Don't forget, over on the Yellow Brick Road, the W, the Y, and all that, don't forget everything is 40% off, over $100, or 20% off site-wide using code FLASH2020. If your order is over $100, the code will automatically apply for you, so you don't need to apply a code.
I'm gonna pick that up.
It's driving you crazy? I can tell.
Sorry.
And then for my TikTok shop, remember you guys, everything is 30% off. You have about 5 minutes to get yourself checked out, so go ahead and check out.
Such a cute hat.
Thank you.
TikTok shop.
Did I get this on TikTok shop? No. I got it on the SH.
Oh, I got it.
Yep. Yep. The Yellow Brick Road, the .com. You gotta be specific. You can't say the words the way you say them.
What is the Yellow Brick Road?
Yes, you have to. Yeah, they're funny.
Okay.
But my TikTok shop people, you're trying to find a silk press kit. Here, let me pin it for you. Hold on.
Now, how you manage with them nails, girl?
I love my nails. You know I can't do nothing without them.
I
which is the
know,
funny
you're
part.
so used to them.
I just pinned it
They
for you.
look longer than I've ever seen them, too.
I got them longer this time. I was like, okay, let me try something. Let me see if I can do this still.
You're
But
still doing it yourself?
No.
Oh, I was
Absolutely
like,
not.
girl.
But no, I said I was
COVID,
gonna do it
you
because I
had
know I'm going on.
perfected it.
I'm going on vacation soon.
Yeah.
So I was like, these are my vacation nails. That's on time. And then I'll go back down when I'm done. All right.
Just tap.
I got you. It works when it wants.
Up there.
Yeah, that's me. All right, you guys, go ahead and get checked out. We're about to end the live. My YT family, you guys have access all day. It ends tomorrow at 11:59 p.m. Shout out to Golistic. I see you, girl. Thank you so much.
Good. I like that sound.
I love that sound. I love it. Anytime y'all hear ching, when I tell you I used to turn it off because I was like, I didn't want people to clock my dollars.
Yeah.
Now, it's such a blessing. Every time I hear it, I'm like, thank you, Jesus. Every time I hear it, I'm like, thank you, Jesus. All right, my girl. I shall see you.
Bye. Have such a fun trip. How long are you going to be gone for?
9 days.
Oh, okay.
9 days. I need that vacation. I
you.
need it. I'll see you when, yes, ma'am. You enjoy your trip as well.
I'm sorry about what's going on.
Thank you. Thank you so
Sending
much.
you lots of love. To your
Thank
family.
you. Love you.
All right, love you too.
You guys say bye to Nicole. Say bye-bye. Y'all see that hair? That hair is slayed. Y'all see that? Oh, my gosh. Thank you, Go Listen. You're so funny. All right, pros. So I'm about to head over to the warehouse. I might come back on the live, so you guys definitely check us out. If you're new here and you haven't already done so, go ahead and hit the follow button so that you don't get left out when your girl is on live. Also, don't forget that if you are or you have not already done so, make sure you share the live with your family and friends. Share it with the people that you don't even like. It's fine. Tell them, girl, your hair's ugly. I'm trying to help you. Here you go. And share me with them, right? That's how you get the ultimate revenge. Y'all see that? Anyway, pros, I love everybody. Thank you guys so much for shopping with us. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And I hope you guys really enjoyed and learned as much as you possibly can on the live. Bye.